I felt like the ball was moving offensively. It started really with our defense, though. Our attention to detail was better. It was better in the second half than it even was in the first half. Our activity level was really good. Our ability to finish plays, not give them multiple opportunities was really good, and that allowed us to get out in transition. And when we get out in transition and get some easy buckets, it gets us confidence, and I thought we were able to do that early.
Aliyah just talked about the toughness of it. Amber already posted about it. But Lexi getting hit in the head, coming back
Oh,
in.
my God.
What does that say about her, and what does that kind of do for your whole team when someone fights through something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that was disgusting. I don't know if y'all saw it, but, it's who she is. She's just a tough young woman who battles every possession, and you can never tell if Lexi if she's hurt, if she's injured, if she goes down, if she gets back up. She just always has the same expression, and she just plays her butt off. And I'm thankful that it wasn't worse, and thankful that she was able to come back. But she really kind of epitomizes the toughness and the grit of this team.
This was the first of an important kind of stretch of games against the teams you're competing for a playoff spot against. How big was it, not just to get this win, but the performance that you guys had in it?
It was huge. I mean, every game at this point in the season is huge, and this was a big one for us. We knew that we had to come out and have a sense of urgency. I felt like this was as close to 40 minutes as we've put together consistently in a long time. I'm proud of this group. Continued to rise to the occasion. We didn't have lulls and letdowns. We adjusted to micro runs. We didn't allow them to become big runs, and then they answered the call. And I'm just really proud of them. And now we get a day off, and then we gotta make sure that we're locked in now on the most important opponent, which is going to be LA.
Just 22 points for Odyssey tonight. Just how have you seen her get more and more comfortable with the offense in these 6 games?
Yeah, I think for her, it's just about being aggressive. I think there are some games where you see she's not attacking to score. She's coming off of screens, looking to pass, and her gift is her ability to get to the rim. It's the ability to get downhill, and she was aggressive, and she made the right reads when she needed to see the collapse and pass it off. She did. When she had the advantage, she went to the rim. I just thought she played with really good pace, and I thought she played aggressive offensively, and it's exactly what we need.
There's sometimes you look at the box score and there are things you don't like. Today it looks like every single number is almost like neon flashing of good stuff. High shooting percentage, high free throw percentage, and particularly, you must like the rebounding.
For sure. What I don't like is the 47.5% field goal defense. Like, I would have liked that to have been in the low 40s. A coach, we can always find something that we don't like. But yeah, I thought we did a really good job on the boards. Our goal was to make more free throws than they attempted, and we got that goal. I love when our assist to mid field goal ratio is really high. But I really thought in the second half, our defense was really good. Our activity level was really good, and that's what it has to be for us. There are times where offense is fleeting, and our defense has to be locked in, and we challenged them at halftime to be a better defensive team and to be it consistently, and I thought they did that.
Clearly, the inside game was substantial. You clearly had something that you saw there. How about the decisiveness and AB's attack and the pick and pop that we haven't seen as much as maybe we anticipated this season?
Yeah, again, AB's been the one that's been most affected by all of our injuries. All of the point guards that know how to get her the ball and how they get it to her. And it's not just getting her the ball, it's where you get it to her. Getting it to her on time, on target, thinking one pass ahead, all that matters. And I thought today, her aggressiveness with the ball in her hands to the rim, getting into defenders, playing low to high instead of high to low. When she plays like that, there's nobody that can stop her. And, she set the tone for us, really on both ends. She had the NECA assignment as well and set the tone for us on both ends. And, she was terrific.
Honestly, I think it started on the defensive end. I think, getting stops, going out in transition, just being able to play fast, I think opened up the floor a lot. And obviously just playing in the pick and roll action, getting downhill, and then looking for our sprays, knocking down open shots.
Honestly, same kind of question to you as a point guard. When did you kind of feel in this game that you guys were playing the way you wanted it, keeping everybody involved?
We had a great start. From start to finish, I think we played great together collectively as a group on a defensive and offensive end. Going into halftime, we just talked about just coming out, having a strong third quarter, especially the first few minutes were very important. We locked into it. Everybody that came in off the bench was locked in as well. So just felt good. Obviously, feels good to get back in the win column, but very, very pleased with how we played together as a team tonight. We were really connected.
Aliyah, this is a string of games, beginning of a string of games against the teams you're competing for a playoff spot against. Did this game feel more important in that regard? And I guess how big was it to get a win in this one?
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, we talked about that this was going to be a big game for us, considering the standings where Seattle was. But, going into the West Coast trip, I mean, right now we're just going to be focused on LA. That's kind of been our motto this entire season, is just focus on the game ahead of you, be where your feet are. And so starting tomorrow, we're going to be looking at LA. But, I mean, this next string of games definitely important for us, but we got to take it one game at a time.
Aliyah, it looked like almost in the third quarter you kind of came out and thought, these guys can't cover me. Give me the ball. And it was play after play where they were just feeding you the ball down low. Did you sense anything in Seattle's defense that gave you those openings?
I think offensively we kind of just found some holes, like guard to post screens. I think we were able to do that, and then also just me just trying to seal, be aggressive down low, and just attack and try to just read their defense.
Yeah, Odyssey, just 6 games into being with the Fever now, just how much more comfortable have you been feeling with this offense and the schemes?
I'm just taking it day by day. Slower start than normal, but I'm surrounded by some really great players. They're great teammates, so just continuing to learn, especially defensively and offensively. Just wanting to just stay aggressive and just do the little things. Come in, just continue to be an energy player. Try my best to just do the best I can. Like I said, I have great teammates around me that's going to continue to uplift me, so that helps me too. And yeah, continue to get some wins.
Aliyah, you mentioned able to get in the pick and pop and two-man game and such. How much have you missed that? Like, that's something you really thrive off of, but have not been able to get to as much.
Yeah, I think it's great that we're trying to find that a little bit more, especially with Kelsey coming off. And I think that's definitely what we're just trying to do, just find different adjustments to make depending on how teams cover us. And so tonight I thought, obviously with Seattle just fighting over the screen, that means that their bigs were going to be a little bit more over. And I think Kelsey and all the other guards did a great job just finding us in the role.
In a season when you're having all kinds of game plans, how fruitful or rewarding is it to kind of win this one inside with second chance opportunities, pain points,
It's
all
great.
those areas?
It really is great. I think we need a game like this, just taking over all around and having all around pretty solid game. So I'm just super proud of the squad.
Odyssey, you had that three-pointer there in the second half that I think even caught yourself by surprise. Just talk us through that play.
I saw the shot clock. It was at 3 seconds. So it was like, try to drive it. Can I get there fast enough or shoot it? So I shot it. I did not think it was going in. I was just surprised as everybody else. Y'all saw my face like, oh my goodness, it went in and here we go. I ran back like I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't. But hey, that just shows we was having a great night, just collectively, not just myself, but my team included. It was just everything was going right for us. We're continually to get better on the defensive end, continually to gel on offense. We still got new pieces, including myself. So this one felt good, but like I said, the togetherness that we had offensively and defensively as a group really showed our growth. And like I said, we're going to take this momentum into our next game. And like AB said, we're going to take it one game at a time, focus on our next opponent, and stay locked in.
And then for both of you, Lexi Hall gets hit in the head there at the beginning of the game, comes back in. If you could just speak to her toughness and what it meant seeing her fight through what sure was not very pleasant.
I feel like Lexi's the definition of tough.
Yes.
I think when you just think of her as a player, the way that she hustles, she likes to get loose balls, extra offensive possessions. That's what she does. I mean, she got hit, she came back and just continued to contribute again, was a pest on defense, just making her presence felt, offensive rebounds, and that's just who Lexi is. So.